Yeah, I think if there's any list that wants a crazy bid, it's going to be Mark's.
Well, I'm kind of leaning towards I want a crazy bid now.
Getting the Soontir having information with auto thrusters, I think, is like really important. A boost can be a difference between life and death, or like range 1 and range 2. So it makes sense to have a bid. Thing with Josh's list and having a bid is like he has to shave some points off in weird ways.
No.
What is this? Just a match you use?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta thrust into it more.
Josh has compromised game state integrity already, but it's okay. Who's Death Evad? Is that Mike?
Nope. That is Dave out of Newfoundland.
They have people in Newfoundland who play X-Wing?
There's people in Newfoundland?
I've met some.
Mark's the chub wing, right?
Fuck you. Did you hear that story earlier?
Yes, he heard this.
I have heard
Oh,
that.
yes,
story.
That's why I said it. That was kind of mean.
Alex hasn't.
No.
So Mike thought Josh and I were friends. Josh and I were both convinced the other guy was a dirty rod on a sheet. Anakin? He invites us-
Still are or?
Still are.
50-50.
50-50.
Here, tournaments and like way more studious.
No, they were convinced the other guy was a cheat. So invites us over to play Kitchen X-Wing. And we're streaming it. This is before Josh and I are junkies. Junkies, this one is just Pat and Mike hanging out. Well, Josh mentions that I'm in chat, or Mike mentions I'm in chat.
There's like 4 people in chat too.
So Josh goes, "Oh, you must be Chubwing." Chubwing is the name of our bot.
So
Okay.
Darth Vader goes 5 straight up the board here. I don't know if I.
Two straights. I'm trying to remember. Did you deploy as far forward as possible?
I don't know if I agree with this.
I'm thinking
It seems like
'Cause
Darth
if you
Vader
deploy
has not a lot of
slightly
good
back,
options here. Like
Rule of 11 doesn't trigger.
if the Torrents go 1 forward, they have good like coverage on Vader, and then he'd have to go like 3 hard out, 3 hard out or 3 hard in.
The boost would have got it.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, I agree. I think it's kind of like the aggressor's in a good spot though, because if he doesn't decide to engage the aggressor, it's gonna get some shots in on the side. Striker, whatever. Striker.
Not an aggressor, trust me.
What is the aggressor? The medium base one?
No, the aggressor is the bad ship you'll never see play.
Unless you're playing me.
Yeah,
I've seen it flown unironically recently.
I don't know what Darth Vader does. Next,
Like as a fun game or like an actual tournament
Hmm.
setting game?
No one has any shots. Back to Alice.
yeah, I think Mark's in a really awkward spot here. Darth Vader doesn't have a lot of really good places to go. Josh can just go one. Josh can just go 1 straight here, and cover like he has a lot. Josh has a lot of good coverage with the arcs. The Jedi on the side. Mace Windu has good sort of coverage. Anakin's not in the best spot, but I think that's okay. I think if Josh is like the way he's going to lose this game, especially early, is if he plays like too fast and loose with Anakin. He kind of want to like he's fine taking those range 3 shots because he doesn't want to take any damage, and he especially doesn't want to see a Soontir out of nowhere. Soontir could do a bank out or a bank in here. It's hard to tell what Soontir is going to do here. He might do a 2 straight and then auto thruster his way in. But I don't know what Darth Vader's going to do. Darth Vader could go 1 straight here and just sort of slow roll it. Take a bunch of range 3 shots. But it doesn't... I don't know. We'll see what happens. The Torrents are going to go.
Yes. 3 straight.
Torrents go 3 straight.
And they have 5.
So I think the idea here is to body block Darth
I'm
Vader.
100% gonna 5 it.
And if Darth Vader goes one straight here, he still gets to range one shots. And the taunts have a bit too much beef to kind of chew through in one shot. Like Suntir and Darth would both have to fire into a single taunt, I think, to get a real kill here. So it seems to be good. We'll see what Mace Windu does. So I think he's trying to cover the barrel roll here. So he's trying to cover the barrel roll here with a bank in, which I think is good. I think Anakin's going to do a 3 bank here. Oh, this is good. So the striker adaptive out with the bank. So the adaptive aileron banked out and then like 2-hearted in to sort of get in at an angle here. It's got good coverage on Anakin. I like it. He has the arc in range as a consolation shot. So went 2 straight here. You can fine tune for a barrel roll or a boost here, which I think makes sense. Oh, he might take the. Oh, he's taking the shot in the striker. Okay. This is Darth Vader going. Curious to see what happens here. It's 2 bank. I think you have to auto thrusters here into Mace and take the target.
Can't, it has to be 3 faster.
Darth Vader's in a really bad spot. You can barrel roll out. Oh, you just gonna take it. Okay, he target locks Mace and he's gonna push some damage through, hopefully.
Checking center style.
He's gonna barrel roll out. I don't think that I think that means he's out of the arc of the torrents. So now what does Suntir do?
Not push that. I'm gonna spend a second force for focus.
So he spends, so he barrel
2
rolls.
force down.
Okay, thank you. So, huh. He's probably gonna auto thrust his boost in. Oh, he's gonna barrel roll out. So it looks like Suntir is completely out of arc here and might have bullseye on
Start of combat.
Mace. But we'll see. We're going right to combat here, folks.
Yeah.
Darth Vader, Suntir has the bullseye, which is pretty big here. He's gonna take a double modded shot from Darth and a single modded shot from Suntir. Mace isn't looking too hot, but the Force could pull through here.
Suntir range 2. We switch cams.
Okay.
Crit hit.
Okay.
Coming in from Suntir,
2 shields.
and 2 shields down on Mace.
Range 1.
Darth Vader taking a range 1 shot in Mace Windu. He's gonna roll blank.
Fire control systems. Advanced targeting computer and a force.
So
All
he
force down.
hit, crit, hit. 2 crits are gonna go through here.
Shield crit.
Shield crit. And that's a hull breach.
You're gonna take damage anyways, I may.
And that's all the force down on Darth Vader. This is Anakin shooting at the striker. Hit, crit. It's pretty good.
Hit crit. Disable power regulator.
So this is pretty bad for Duchess because she's going to be ionized
And no adaptive aileron.
with no adaptive ailerons. She's probably going sorry?
Into the cloud.
Straight into the cloud here, which is good. It takes a threat off the table for Anakin. He can bank in here.
I'm gonna take the same shot back.
So Duchess is going to shoot back into Anakin now.
So this will be 3 on 2.
Hit, hit, hit.
One shoot.
Was that not obstructed?
No.
Okay, it looked
Just
obstructed.
outside.
So it's 2 shields down on Anakin Skywalker. Spend the target lock to reroll 3 dice, and this is a heartbreaker. 2 blanks again.
No, one of them keeps the wrong one. So 3.
And that's what Josh wanted to see. He wanted to see blanks here.
Wait, what an element will take this? Send the focus, shields down, recover 2 force.
Back on the first.
I gotta find a mount this there. Send focus, safe.
Revoke.
Well, I'm see if I have an invader. Yeah. Shoot invaders.
2 dice from the Arc Invader. It's a hit crit going in.
Blanks on your reds.
Okay,
For
Mr.
anybody
Every
else-
crit's over
So
here.
if he can roll he needs to roll natural evades here.
No, he's got
Oh.
I also have hate, so I get.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
back
sorry.
up to-
You have hate. You're at 2 force now.
End of turn, recover a force.
So Vader's back up to 3 force.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did
Um,
miss an ionization trigger.
how do I mark that someone's ionized?
Don't bother.
Okay.
Okay, on the rare shit that can actually do a blue one.
So right now it's 31 Mark for 21 Josh. I would say that Mace is not long for this world. But Mark's got to watch out here because if the torrents turn in and the aces haven't cleared it, the torrent's gonna get some shots in. Anakin might be able to bank in or turn in here and get some shots in. Those shields down on Anakin really sucked for Josh. Don't want to be taking chip damage on your end game win condition, really.
Did you see the bite on Mace coming, or?
Yeah. But there's nothing you can do about it. You're taking something.
Yeah. No, we both got bloody noses off of that. Mace has got 1 health remaining, or 2?
Good.
Yep.
Torrents are doing 3Ks.
Yes. 12 minutes, actually pretty much. I kind of like the slope.
One's doing a 2 hard in. Just gotta focus up. It's a 3 force on Anakin, 3 force on Mace, right? Okay. So Mace is gonna turn in here. Now the question is, did the aces scatter or did they K in or?
I'm sorry, when you first put your guy in.
Yeah, well, that was the
So Mace doing the 2K here. He's gonna got a bunch of stress ships from Josh here. No, he did not land on the cloud, which is good for Mark, but there's going to be no way to avoid that cloud next turn.
it doesn't really matter. After the other one means I ignore it.
You can adapt it through obstacles?
Yeah. It's not a boost, it's a maneuver. So I still get my perform action step.
I guess you can bank out. Okay. Oh yeah, I see. Oh no, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. So neat rules interaction is normally the Thai striker.
Test striker.
Thai striker would be hitting the cloud next turn, but they can adaptive ailerons over the obstacle because it's considered a maneuver and not a boost.
See, this maneuver right here is why Vader needs to be in a defender. It's canon.
Vader going for the 4K here. I don't know how I feel about that. Aces were in a tough spot though. There's a lot of arcs coming in. Vader's probably going to try and get the PS kill, but the question is where does Sunta go, and did Sunta turn out after all? I don't... Sunta doing a 3 sloop right under the gas cloud. He's going to get his...
Oh no, I don't get a perform action step.
He's going to get his focus from the bullseye.
Start a combat?
These rolls for Mark are going to be very clutch. If he can get some PS kills here, it's going to cut a lot of damage going into
Mace from Vader.
mace. So doing Vader in the mace here.
Target lock.
We're rolling with the target lock. Got blank. Blank hit focus.
Crit focus blank.
He's got a crit focus to the blank. Is he going to spend the force? He spends the force, going in for a crit hit. Oh, and fucking double blank.
Okay, a little obnoxious.
Waste.
A lot of obnoxious. The dice rarely favor me when we play. That's a crit. Well, it matters for how many cards are in your deck.
I'm sorry, you're checking for your predator?
You're allowed to. I'm allowed to check all ships in Ark, include bullseye.
So it looks like Sunta. Don't know who Sunta. Sunta probably takes a shot into Anakin if I had to guess. I think you leave the Torrents until the
Focus
end.
is on Anakin or on the Gold Squadron?
Anakin only has force to mod.
I know, I was double checking for range. I couldn't remember what range was.
Be range 3 into Anakin, and range 3 into the Torrent.
Range 3 in Anakin?
Yep. Going range 3 into Anakin with Sunta. 3 dice going in.
For one.
Probably, yeah, wants to save the focus for defense. Gets a natural, and he's safe. Anakin taking range 3 in Vader. Will he spend the target lock?
What target lock?
Target lock.
Who do you target lock? He boosts.
He boosted.
Probably spend the force here. Be put in hit crit.
No, because his dice are going to be so freaking good, and they're just going to do 2 eyeballs.
4 dice.
I'm sorry.
Is that 4 natural evades?
Yes.
So my overkill dodges the shit out of that attack, rolling 4 natural evades.
Sorry, Josh. The coming after you called it.
Torrent's got a range 2 shot into the striker. For 1. Oh, for 2.
For one.
For 1. And dodges it. Torrent going range 3 into the Vader. 2 or 3.
Great.
Going for 2. And takes nothing.
Well, this game's over.
So Anakin regens up to 2 force. Darth Vader's at how much?
Darth Vader's lost his shields.
But how much force?
He regens back to full.
Okay, so we're looking at 62.
Don't bother trying to track force on the up and down. There's no streamer that does.
I've been doing it. Okay,
Okay, we need Eric to come to more events with
I'm
us.
just paying attention. If I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be really tough for Josh to win this game.
Really?
I'm just giving commentary. I'm
Oh,
just,
yeah. I'm 100% out of this game.
I'm just commentating, Josh.
Because I said it before.
With Mace down, he's losing a major source of damage. He really needed to put a critical into Vader that turn or something. The Vader had a really good turn. The Duchess is going to be coming in from the rear. Yeah, I mean, Josh has to have like 3 amazing turns back to back if he wants a shot at winning here. So we'll see what he does. I've seen stranger things happen. I think the Torrents are going to try and body block for Vader or get some like... See, the issue is if Anakin can get behind him, behind Vader, the Torrents have a bit of beef. So this is the weird interaction. It's a maneuver, so it's allowed to go over the obstacle. Lands there, and then he performs his regular maneuver, which is probably going to be a 1 or a 2 hard in. What's he got? It's a 1 hard in, and then he can focus. And he avoids the obstacle and has some good shots here. Anakin doing a 4K. Now Anakin can spend the force to drop the stress and take a focus. The question is, does he?
Only get ship range 1 and 2.
He does have a ship range of 1 to 2.
In mark.
Okay, I'm sorry, I've been misinformed. He has to be. You have to have a ship range of 1 to 2 in your firing arc to spend the force.
He's spending the droid charge for an action.
He's spending one of his droid charges for an action, and he will be taking a focus.
He hasn't yet. He's debating what he's
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's looking potentially target lock.
Sure. So the call here is whether to target lock Vader. Oh, he's taking a target lock into Duchess, hoping to PS kill Duchess before they can roll damage into the Torrents. I don't know. Probably makes sense. You probably at this point you're probably just looking to take damage off the board.
Vader doesn't fit. So Vader literally hits himself. Get it?
So Vader's going to bump into Anakin here, which is probably a good result for Mark. He's only taking 2 Torrent shots. He's dodging the Anakin shot. Soontir looks to be in a very good spot here. It looks like he's clipping the arc of the Torrent right now. He can barrel roll out with auto thrusters, but then he wouldn't be able to take his Soontir bullseye focus. So he's got to make a call whether he wants to take the shot or not. But he'd have Predator on the Torrent up ahead. Be rolling 4 dice. It's a tough call. I don't think there's a right answer, but we'll see what he does.
Start of combat.
Soontir going for the focus. And this way it allows him to token stack with double focuses. Probably because he wants to spend 1 on defense here and 1 on offense. So it makes sense. And now we have Mark's...
Range 1 into the numbered gold squadron.
Who's shooting?
Soontir and 2 gold squadrons.
This is Soontir into the far gold squadron.
Predator.
He's re-rolling dice. He's got 3 hits on the table. And 3 hits and a crit. He's got some hot red dice coming down from Mark tonight.
So focus into. Spends the focus.
He spends one of his focuses, pushing 3 hits and a crit. Rolls an evade, takes 2 damage and a crit.
Vader range 2 into the same guy.
What was the crit?
Actually, Vader range 1 into the closest one. Let's see if I can start that focus. 2. That is only fair.
So Josh rolling natties on the Torrent roll, avoiding that Vader damage, which is pretty good. So Josh is looking for a PS kill here, and hoping to push a bit of damage back in the Vader with his Torrents. If he can land a crit on Vader, it'd be a pretty big swing, and he might have a shot. It's really going to come down to that PS advantage Soontir Fel has over Anakin here.
It's tempting.
Does Anakin have a range 1 shot in the Soontir?
Oh, yeah.
So Anakin's trying to decide if he wants to take the range 1 shot in the Soontir, take the range 2 to 3 shot into the Striker. It's a tough call. One of his torrents could be PS killed by the striker if he lets it go through, but also if you want to never pass up a chance to put damage into Sutia. It's a tough call. We shooting the striker. Pushing 3 damage in.
I can roll 1 blank.
And Mark blanks out, and the striker goes down in a ball of flame and smoke.
I needed that attack too.
It's, if Josh can roll well on the torrents here, he might have a shot.
This is rank 1 into Vader.
Pushes 2 damage in. Vader spends a
Never ever complain about green dice. Never ever.
2.0 green dice. Okay. Do you know when green dice turned around? These regionals. I'm sorry, Josh. You've also seen me lose a whisper, turn 1 to a range 3 obstructed shot while cloaked within a evade. Have
You
you
know,
not?
I always like seeing these guys play because the salt always flows at the table when Josh and Mike are playing. It doesn't matter over what. One of them's getting salty. It could be Josh, could be Mark. When these two sit down to play, there's always salt at the table.
It's less salt, more just like you don't know our chat. Our chat's always like this constantly, just like ripping each other apart.
It's very much a familial relationship.
Sure.
In that we will be the first to rip on each other, but equally, don't you fucking touch us.
Sure.
Hey, that is my Josh. I make fun of him, not you. Don't you dare accuse him of cheating Gold Squadron. I don't know.
I gotta say, the thing I like about how Josh is flying these torrents is they kind of dance outside the end of the fight. 4King and 2King constantly
When I'm looking at these corners,
to sort of stay in.
and this is what scares me, Josh. If I threw them like Carl, I think I'd love them.
I don't know about this Anakin move here. I think he's hoping to catch Suntir, like maybe with a bank in. But if Suntir turns, I think. Oh, and he calls it correctly. Suntir banks out, and this is gonna force 3 sloops in. If there was a time for Suntir to push some damage into Anakin, this is the turn. He has him at PS. He can push a crit in, possibly taking out shields. Darth Vader and Anakin are both at 3 force right now.
The reason I did the one bank was to get the bump onto Vader.
And Josh is telling me that the reason he did the bank there was to get the bump onto Vader.
But he doesn't have the one straight. Oh, I actually went straight. I was like, you're the one straight. I got this, I guaranteed.
I didn't think you were turning in. I figured if you did, I was going to clip the edge of this guy.
Josh with the 3 levels deep outplay, but an outplay is an outplay.
A little over Manny.
So, Suntir,
For 1.
1 damage into Anakin. And natural. If Anakin could roll 3 damage into Suntir, looking for blanks. 1 damage goes in. Shields down on Suntir.
It's a phrase you don't hear often. Range 1 or range 3?
And that's a bad roll on the torrents. And Josh walking away from the table.
Josh.
Yes. No. I do everything correctly and my dice say no. Not even a hit.
Josh
Not
is
even
getting
one.
Josh is getting bad dice-itis. But I don't know. I think Josh took a bad opening engagement and kind of turned it into something
It wasn't
beautiful.
even a bad opening engagement. The dice just, like, the chips didn't fall in his favor.
For sure. I think he has a shot here. It just takes 1 bad roll on those aces dice for Mark, and things can go bad really, really fast. If a good crit slips through those defenses, the game can kind of get turned on its head here. And Josh has one more attack than Mark. I'm curious to see where Anakin goes this turn.
Josh also has one more dice.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because I'm definitely trying to go to final salvo on this one.
No, but I mean when you're talking about number of attacks.
Yeah.
I'm rolling 6 dice, he's rolling 7
Yeah.
over the course of the turn.
I think Anakin goes for the 4K here. Trying to get behind Suntir, spend the force. Is it a 4K? Sorry, I'm not switching back between board and dials. I should be. It's my fault. Anakin taking the 5K. Does he have bullseye? Well, it doesn't matter. He's range 1. So he's going to spend the force to drop the stress and take an action. And he'll take a focus. And it's good for Anakin. He seems to be doing a good job of chasing Suntir. Suntir's doing it too hard in here.
Like, bump me into it. That's not my fault.
To bank. Oh, it's gonna bump the arc.
See this hand right there.
It's Christmas for Anakin, as he's
He
got.
still has a focus.
Is it range 1 or 2? He's got a range 2 shot on Suntir, but shots on Suntir without getting shot back are always a welcome.
Vader's gonna get a shot back on him, probably. Nice the bump though. That's good.
I think you're selling yourself short here, Josh. I think this was a really good outcome for you.
I'm not gonna roll a hit, so what's the point?
Oh, that's true. That's
It's
true. I
fine.
forgot. I
What's the
forgot.
big
I
deal? I'm not
forgot.
gonna roll a hit. It's fine.
Range 1 into the Gold Squadron. Vader.
Vader taking a range 1 shot into the damaged Gold Squadron. 3 dice. Oh,
Hit is the undamaged gold squadron. 2.
2 damage and the undamaged Gold.
Gold can get something like crit so that you'd be a little compelled to
Send it.
yeah.
Okay, we'll do range. 1.
Range 1 in the Suntir. 4 dice. This is what Josh wanted to see. He wanted to see 3 hits and a crit.
I actually have full mods this time. Now that it's just like. Alright, so hit crit.
Hit crit going in the Suntir. That's half on Suntir.
Focus.
Stun pilot.
Range 1.
That's a stunned pilot going in the Suntir Fel.
3 blanks.
And natural evades on Suntir, keeping him in. However, Josh is now up 75 to 77 points. It's anybody's game.
Regardless, you have flown this like an absolute fucking cockbag. Well done.
Mike, not
I
a
think there's something to the Torrents.
Sorry?
I think there's something to the Torrents.
There's something to the Torrents if you can fly them right.
Yeah.
Especially considering I've got such a hard-on for Vader in my mind.
Mark is not liking the Torrents, and I gotta say, the Torrents have been putting in work this game, just getting ships in arcs, just putting in work. They haven't been rolling a ton of damage, but they're just getting ships in arcs, which is what matters. Well, actually, rolling damage is what matters, but like, ships being in arc tend to lead to damage, so it's a causal chain of events. Hey, Mike. Someone in the chat just said at X-Wing Junkies F1. What does that mean?
Who said that?
Scurvy lad.
Oh, then press F1. F1 and F2 switch.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Scurvy is Mike, PTCE is Pat.
Okay,
Basically do whatever they tell you to.
sounds good.
Including drugs. Those guys know how to party.
Oh, we're gonna get you loaded.
Cool.
You!
Sounds good. I'm actually gonna try and do Calgary on like a budget of less than $100. So I'm basically broke. I'm broke, I'm broke,
I'm
Josh.
not employed, bud.
I know, but you can pull EI. I'm still fucking trying to work here. So what looked like an almost an
Your mother's a hoe.
so it seems like Mark's kind of frittered away his advantage here, and it's pretty evened up. We're getting a nice view of Josh's armpit hair on the camera there, but is that a 2 sloop or a 2 bank? Oh, the torrent 1 banking in, hoping to catch Suntir on the turnaround. Oh. The Torrents are doing a good job of body blocking Vader. I don't know, chat. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Oh, did you close bets?
How do I close bets?
Let's see if I can bet at the end and win.
Anakin doing a 1 straight. 1 bank.
I'm trying to call shenanigans, but
Anakin fitting just barely 1 bank. He's going to fine tune the boost. And probably take a target lock. He's going to go for the focus. He's got target lock on Suntir. Darth Vader bumping into Suntir on purpose. I think the idea is to get range one of the arcs here, the torrents here, but I don't know. I don't know if this is the right call. Maybe he feels Suntir's in a good spot, as Suntir has the bump into.
Yeah.
Suntir doesn't fit because of Vader.
So this is good for.
Suntir range.
I'm swinging at the fences, but I still have to put damage in.
Sure, no, I'm just saying. I'm just commentating here.
3.
To an Anakin.
2 damage on the Anakin from Suntir. That's big.
Well, 3 health still. They both have 3 health.
Range 1
So,
into
Anakin's at 3.
this guy. Unmarked. Anakin's at 2.
Okay.
And the one without a damaged engine took a damage.
And the points have swung heavily back in Mark's favor in 1 turn. Josh really needs to kill Suntir or put half in the Vader here to catch up. And we're going back to dials.
On Suntir. Can I see the interest rate, please?
So what looked like an even game, Mark has really taken the lead again. It's going to be hard for Josh. And the interesting thing about Vader, he's got both those afterburners still up, so it gives him a lot of flexibility and maneuverability on the field. Oh, we totally didn't set the timer.
You didn't start, that's fine.
Thank you very much. Torrent's going for 3K, if I had to guess. Yep, going for the 3K.
Oh, we didn't think of that. No.
Looks like Josh makes a mistake. Bumping the torrent into the torrent. See how much it costs him. Anakin going for the 2 sloop. Doesn't have anyone in out, can't drop the stress.
Uses the astromech to give him the barrel roll.
And then can he drop the stress?
Yeah.
He spends the droid. He spends the droid. Barrel rolls in. He has Arc. He spends the Force to drop the stress and gets another action, and that's beautiful. Hoping to catch Sunta here with a banker return. Sunta could go straight ahead. We'll see what happens. Sunta. Going too forward, but he's got the boost out. So now the question is, did Anakin catch Darth Vader? Going for the boost here. Gives him options for a hard turn in next turn. But where did Vader go? Where in the world is Darth Vader? Vader going for the one straight. Can't barrel roll out of that. But does he have Arc? It looks like Anakin is just out on Vader.
Focus, Force.
No, it looks like Vader has Anakin has Vader in Arc. Range 2, I'm gonna guess, maybe 1. Probably range 2 where the Arc meets the... Taking a target lock, hoping to kill one of the Torrents.
This is the one with 2 hit points.
They both have 2 hit points.
No, one's got 3 still.
Oh, really? Which one has 3? The one with damage engine?
The number 1.
Actually, wait, no.
The one with
I can
damage
measure
engine?
them all. Yes, it is range. If it was 1, I'd take it. If it wasn't, it wasn't cool. Range 1 for the kill.
No, the one without has 3.
Fire control
The
system.
one without damage engine has 3 hits.
Okay, and oh, it's a lot of damage. Torrent goes down.
Ring, that's 2 in arc. I don't think it is.
Which Torrent went down?
2 in arc. The one that had 2 hit points.
So the damage engine one?
No, the other one.
Spend both force.
And Darth Vader stays out of trouble once again. This is getting tough if it... Anakin's at 2 hull. Sunta's at 2, Vader's at 3. This is tough. Anakin basically needs to get very lucky on Sunta or Darth Vader and get lucky again on the other. So it's going to take a bit of luck and some good flying from Josh to pull this one out. And Josh is shaking his
Running out of
head.
my luck. I've been doing everything I possibly could to knock that guy down.
Josh is shaking his head. He's hoping to draw on the luck here. One hard in, gonna probably focus. Taking the 4K. Gives him good lanes to get back into the fight next turn, push some more damage into Anakin. Sunta has a range 3 shot into
Hit crit.
hit on triple blank.
No, no, bad.
Josh rolled 1 evade there, no damage.
1 Vader. For 1.
1 in the Vader. So 1 from Vader into Anakin, but Anakin avoids it.
Range 3.
Spends the Force, pushing 3 damage to Vader. Vader needs to roll some paint.
Force.
And safe again. And Josh is all smiles over here. As
I'll
he
have
just
to know that on average, he should be rolling some blanks on green.
as
Hit every one. Josh, I've done my time in the trenches. You saw the spreadsheet.
and with Sunta coming back in this turn, it's looking worse and worse for Anakin. Doesn't have a lot of options. I don't really know what Josh is gonna do here, if I'm honest. I think the hope is to get very, very lucky.
Robert Nolan, the U of M Alumni Relations, keeps calling for donations. Especially considering that's the department I've applied for 4 separate positions with and not gotten an interview.
Black is the university name.
Yeah, in some circles, yes. Racist.
Yeah, so I think the takeaway from this game is that Force is pretty insane. I would have
I think
to.
the takeaway from this one is
I guess this is also definitive proof that Mike's the better X-Wing player, so.
And Eric was being thought of so highly by Josh until that
man.
comment.
I didn't know I had to kill a Padawan now.
I just want to say, it's good. The thing I like about hanging out with these guys, it seems like riling people up is like the national pastime here.
No, to kill the Padawan at a major event, just like strike him down in Calgary.
If I win more games than I lose in Calgary, I'll be excited.
You're going to win more games than you lose in Calgary. They've trained you well.
I do not believe that at all, but thank you for your.
Trained you?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think I'm good enough. Like, listen, I went like 0-2 at the Carbonite Cup before I won any games.
Before you went on to make top 8 cut. Sorry, top 4.
Well, I was.
Sorry, finals.
I got lucky.
I'd rather be lucky than good.
That's true. And it seems like if there was a catchphrase for this game, there you go. That being said, both players have flown very well. Josh is trying to capitalize on the mistakes, but just can't roll the dice to follow up with the plays.
Focus.
And Vader's gonna basically kill this.
I didn't take 3 actions. We had 1 force.
This is a late action. So I took my action, which was a lock. I spent a force to
I
focus.
said, all right.
I know.
Josh is reaching his breaking point here. It's a very salty Josh off in the corner you can't see, arms crossed, leaning up against the table.
Oh yeah, super salt.
Start combat soon as you get another focus.
That torrent is dead.
Range 2.
Oh fuck yeah, it's just
This is Sunkir's shot. He'll spend a focus.
And the torrent is 1 health left. Torrent has 1 left.
Range 1. Fire control systems.
And that's the torrent dead.
Range 3 in the Sunter, we had a gas cloud for literally nothing. Statistically impossible for him to not get 3 of 8.
Well, with the, and with the focus.
Well, that's what I mean, to focus.
Well, and because of the gas cloud. Ironically, I couldn't use the gas cloud.
I hear echo in here.
So you're gonna keep playing, or you're gonna concede?
You can play here.
It's 9:20. We're not gonna get play. Do you think we have time to play a game?
You can play game quick.
Okay, Mark.
No. Are you gonna run home and play Overwatch?
Mark, come on, commentate the game, Josh. What the fuck?
You know me.
That's the game.